First down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Ravens nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, it's Bass, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Pass. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
4-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. On third down, it's Bass. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle and swallowed him up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now it's Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On the ground, Geis. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back. Right.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Curtis Samuel, 58 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The throw right sideline here is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.